So I think we've missed most of the parade, but there's lots of interesting people. I don't really have a plan. The light is not particularly nice. It's pretty flat, but don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because our goal today is just to kind of look for interesting things we're documenting today. So I'm just seeing, trying to find things that stand out that I think look interesting, or people that are dressed up in nice bright colours. I think today is a colour day, but we might choose a couple of black and white ones when we go to edit them. So I'll try and document as we go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's okay. When I go out, I try to really only focus on one thing that I'm trying to improve on, whether that's something around composition, lighting, whether I'm looking at trying to improve black and white, or whether it's more of a colour focus. There's always something I'm trying to pick on. Today is a little bit different. In my last walk, I decided that when I'm taking photos of people particularly, I tend to kind of rush it a little bit, which is okay at times because things happen really quickly, but what I want to try and do is slow down and more anticipate moments, and try and get things where it's a little bit more authentic with the people and the story that I'm trying to tell. So that's what I'm going to try and do today, is not necessarily hide, but more try and take the photos that I see and trying to anticipate them. The other thing is trying to practice talking to camera. So here we go. This is my first video where I'm actually showing my face, and it's a little bit daunting. I'm sure everyone has that kind of experience when they first start. So trying to juggle photos and videos at the same time. The three things, there we go. Three things I'm trying to work on today. Let's see how we go.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Fucking hell, it is just so wet right now. Look at my gear. Kind of sitting here, found a spot just to clean all my gear. Can't believe that. Oh shit, trying to hold umbrella, camera and all that. Oh shit. Can't believe that. Pockets of sun, bit of cloud, and then as soon as the parade kind of starts, it just buckets down rain. Quite funny actually, a bit of an experience, but it was kind of like that with the coronation as well. So anything royal, I guess, they just don't get the particularly nice weather. So I'm just kind of wiping down all my gear so it's nice and dry, and then on to just see what else we can find, I guess.
Artlist.io.
Not quite sure what's going on here, but I'm swept away with the crowd. We're going up the main street. It's quite wet, as you can see. I think the planes are going to drive across, like in the sky, with all the colours and things like that, but it depends on the weather. Like, it's still raining and stuff. I don't know whether that's going to affect it or not, but it's starting to clear out now. Alright, this is the end of our series here today. Battery's starting to run low, so we'll end it up shortly here. Pretty big day, lots of things kind of happening through the city. Didn't really know what to expect. Pretty amazing though. So many things happening and just so much energy on these kind of days. In terms of taking photos and things, started off, and I tend to do this quite often, is just have no expectations really. I think it's a good idea sometimes to have an idea of what you're going to be photographing, like whether that's it's going to be a black and white day, a colour day, we're looking for composition or artistic style, whether it's a certain kind of light. There's so many things that we can kind of choose, but some days it's nice just to see how it kind of eventuates, which is what it was today. I think reflecting on the things that we've kind of seen today, the themes that kind of run out throughout I think is a lot to do with colour. So it'd be interesting to kind of see what photos eventuate throughout the day. It's good to reflect, I think. It's kind of good to think about what it is you were trying to achieve. One of the things that I wanted to do was, like I'm doing now, just talking in front of the camera, just starting to develop what it's like to video as well as take photos. There's a whole bunch of things that need to be considered when doing that. So I think that just even that in itself has been a bit of a plus. I think I've kind of started that and getting outside my comfort zone with that, so that's the first one. And the other goal was just to kind of start taking things a little bit slower throughout the day, so not necessarily rushing, taking photos and move on. It's about anticipating and seeing moments that happen throughout the day, so a little bit of improvements on that. I think there's lots of opportunities that I kind of missed, but that's okay. These things, you can't get everything, and I think it's important to be okay with that sometimes. So yeah, big day. Hope you enjoyed it, and there's I think I definitely had a really good day, even if there was no photos at the end of the day. That doesn't matter, you know. It's all about enjoying being out. You know, you're outside the house, you're walking around, there's things happening. I think it's important sometimes just to even just to put the camera away and just to enjoy and embrace what's happening around you. You know, memories are an important thing, and yeah, it's good to kind of live in the moment sometimes.